Okay, this video is about carrying a bigger gun versus a smaller gun, the pros and cons of both, as I have carried both. And this is just my opinion about this. Um, Different people will have different opinions, and certain things will be more important to others while less important to others. I believe in carrying a bigger gun, like a Glock 19, for example, uh, whenever you can, as much as you can. Now, if you sometimes I carry as small as a Ruger LCP2 or my little Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. It depends on the circumstances. If you're in an area or something, you're going somewhere where it's kind of frowned upon or something, someone's house that's not real big on guns or something like that, you want to just be able to put something in a cargo pocket or something like that. You're not going to get a Glock 19 in your pants very easily, especially if you're going to be hugging people, things like that. Because there's a lot of people out there who feel like carrying a gun is unnecessary. Um, and that's fine. That's their opinion. They're usually the first person to ask you if you have your gun on you when something bad happens. But in any case, the pros of carrying a big gun is one, it's easier to grip, it's easier to shoot. You get a better feel, a better grip, the sight radius is better, and you obviously can almost always have more ammo. Now, there are guns out there like the 365, the P365 by SIG, that you can get some aftermarket mags that hold 12 and stuff like that, I think. I'm not sure exactly the number, but it's, a good ample for that size gun. But it extends the mag well, the grip. So you're kind of defeating the purpose of having a little gun. It's still, even if you do that, it's still easier to carry than a Glock 19. A Glock 19 is, it can be a bit cumbersome, but it's generally pretty easy to carry. You do have to, with a bigger gun. A smaller gun, you don't have to wear such bigger clothes. Now, a lot of people can get by with carrying a Glock 19 and not wearing a bigger shirt or whatever. Usually, it seems like it's the skinnier guys that are pretty skinny, and they can get away with that. They can wear appendix. They've got the appendix rig and everything. I carry appendix too, but I'm not skinny. I just choose to wear a little bit bigger shirt, a little bit bigger pants. I mostly carry it on the outside. But bigger guns are easier to shoot, littler guns are easier to carry. However, my biggest thing that I think about when I'm choosing whether if I want to carry my easy to carry, I even do this with my Glock 26, which I do carry sometimes, quite often, depending. But my Ruger LCP, I'll do this a lot. I'll think about, okay, this is easy to carry, but should I carry my Glock 19? Because what if something happens, like a mass shooter at the theater or in the mall or something like that? I would want a bigger gun with more bullets. That's much more controllable, much more shootable. I would hate to be stuck in a mass shooting or something and all I have is an LCP or something similar to that. I would rather have my 19 than I would my 26 in that situation. That bore radius, that length of barrel does make a slight difference as far as the sight radius. The barrel, maybe not so much. It might a little bit, but you know, what if you have to pull off a headshot pretty far away? I mean, you don't want to get real close to a mass shooter, but you might want to. You get an opportunity to take a headshot while you're hiding. You know, be easier to do with a Glock 19. Depending on what's behind you, you don't want to go trying to shoot someone to stop the threat and kill about 5 other people trying to do it. Defeats the purpose. But yeah, you know, there's times like when we go to certain tourist areas, me and my wife, you know, and it's a little questionable whether if you get caught or not, seen or something, noticed by someone, might stick a, you know, LCP in my belt or in my cargo pants or something like that, or my Smith & Wesson 380 bodyguard, you know. But yeah, you know, you can't really do that with a Glock 19. But in short, Glock 19's easier to shoot, easier to hold, you know, all that good stuff. But a smaller gun like an LCP is just easy to carry. So, you know, if you're not going to carry a Glock, if you got a Glock 19, you're planning on carrying it, but you never do, and you make excuses to carry your, you know, micro gun, your LCP or whatever, then just carry your LCP. It's better than nothing for sure. Absolutely. For sure. I'd rather have the gun that I would carry than not have the gun that I would like to carry. So carry what you want. You know, most people, I mean, we're probably not going to be in that type of situation where we need a combat effective handgun, which most handguns are not combat effective by nature, but the most combat effective, you know, that you can still conceal somewhat. You know, I've carried a 19X, even my 17 a little bit, but that's really pushing it there. Some guys can do it, and they can pull it off real easy with an appendix carry and hey, the bigger the gun you can carry, the better. That's, if it's comfortable to you, and you go for it. Carry the biggest gun possible, with the most ammo, the most controllability, etc. If all you feel comfortable with is a, you know, LCP or something like that, then carry that. But yeah, I mean, that's the pros and cons, and the two big ones, you know, are one's easy to carry and one's easier to shoot. Like, share, and subscribe. That's just my opinion on it. And remember to be safe and stay safe. Make comments in there. Tell me what you carry, just out of curiosity. What you always carry, not, you know, like a lot of those guys, I carry 1911, blah, 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 with this and that. Not, most guys don't really carry a 1911 all the time. If you do, go ahead and comment me, but most people have a 1911, and then it's like those gun gurus on those shows and stuff. Usually you find out they're carrying Glock 43s, which nothing wrong with. You know, I've thought about doing it too. I've shot my wife's. My hands are too big. I can't deal with that little tiny grip. I like a Glock 19 for that. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Comment, and be safe and stay safe.